Hello, folks. It is me, Pacific, and I am happy to report to you. You know what you do with cheap microphones? You know what you do with these? You flush them down the toilet. I am so done with this thing. Okay, viewers, you're going to laugh at me. I am slow. You know, I have a built-in mic in my laptop. So I thought, well, why don't I disconnect the mic? Because I was having problems with the mic again, and I thought, now it's doing the same thing it did. You can't hear me, and it's plosives and all that. So I thought I'd try this. And you know what? This might work. I want to be very brief because I've already covered my issues with westernized women. But let me just tell you about my week, okay? Let me just tell you about my week. Driving my school bus 20 miles an hour in a 25 zone in a very lazy, kickback residential neighborhood. In other words, not a thoroughfare. Not a major thoroughfare. I drive 20 miles an hour because the way the route was set up, I've got too much time. And if I go too quickly, if I go the speed limit through it, I get to the stops too early. Now, I'm very conscientious. I don't hold up traffic, whatever. Well, a car turns from one street onto the other and is up my tail. And of course, it's a woman, and she's over that yellow line glaring at me in the mirror, and I'm thinking, my gosh. I just continued. I get a block from the stop sign. I put my right turn signal on because I'm going to turn right at the stop sign. Woman's in her late 40s, nondescript car. I get within 75 feet of the stop sign, and she decides she's going to pass me. Passes my bus, and angles like this, I have to come to a stop. And I'm thinking, what the heck? I honked, put my hands up like, what are you doing? No conscience, doesn't care, unfazed. Can't wait for me to turn the corner. I was only going 20 miles an hour for 4 blocks. Viewers, I'm going to be blunt. I am starting to believe that most American women, especially white females, are monsters. I noticed something at work. In my workplace. We got all kinds of ethnicities, black, white, Hispanic, some Asians. And one of the gals I work with is from Manila. Yes, she's Filipina. And as you all know, I have a soft spot right here in my heart for the Filipinos. They're warm people, they're caring, and they're just flat sweet, most of them. Well, now that I'm back in the U.S. and have a Filipina working in my environment, when I'm off on my break, we sit and chat. I notice that she is much different and much kinder than all the westernized women I work with. Most of the Western women I work with are hugely obese, with a foul attitude. The ones that are slender and good looking are highly stuck up and high maintenance. We have some people that are Hispanic, and I was told by those people that Hispanic means Spain blood but born in the U.S. They're always threatening to kick somebody's butt or whatever when they get any kind of provoked offense. You know, somebody says something they don't like, whatever. But this gal from Manila is always sweet. Hello, how are you? Cares, shares her food, shares this. In the last week of bus driving, I made a very interesting observation. Males, it's our time to shine. Every time I had to be led in traffic or turn a corner, in other words, I come up to make a right turn and I have no choice but to turn. And I don't make people back up. I pull as far as I can and stop. And I will either wait for that traffic to clear or somebody will be nice and back up. Women don't back up. I noticed that. They'll pull forward and turn thinking they're getting out of the way, and all they do is make it worse. They're not real bright. But I noticed something in the last 2 weeks, and it is very pronounced. With the lady from Manila, I get along with her very well. With the others, they're moody, they're passive-aggressive, meaning the Americans. Let me add something. When I'm driving in traffic, do you know who lets me in? That's right. Us horrible, rotten, scumbag, worthless, deadbeat males. Why do I say that? Males are bashed by American females. Carte blanche. In traffic, the men let me in. When I put on my signal, they let me move in. Now there's some men that are just butts, like your Dodge Diesel doofuses. Those Diesel Dodge pickups, I have finally said they're adult diapers for boys that never grew up. That's really all they are. But I wanted to comment on this because I'm really paying attention to this. Is it just me? Is it just me being chauvinistic? No, because I believe in treating a lady with the respect she deserves. Problem is, most American females don't deserve my respect, and they're not going to get it. When I pull up to the public schools, white teachers, they come out. Now, some are friendly, but it's so contrived and so fake. Hi, how are you today? Thank you. Wow, that's sincere. The ones of other ethnicities are nicer to me. I was at a school just this week. There's a woman from India. Oh my gosh, is she pretty. She comes out, greets me, hi, smiles, nice. White women come out, they don't even smile at me, they ignore me. 9 times out of 10. I've been doing some experimenting. I don't go all crazy because I'm not interested in them, so I'm definitely not coming on to them or sending them signals. I'm going to keep this video short. But I believe most American white females are monsters. And most westernized women are monsters. Now, this does not apply to all. For those of you that want to throw darts at me and say, wow, you're generalizing everybody. No, I'm not. I don't know what it is, but feminization is ruining our women. And I believe feminization is also pushing these women to become lesbian. I'm watching it. It is off the charts, folks. Just in the last, I can't tell you how many weeks, I can't tell you how many American women I've talked to that are having lesbian tendencies, fantasies, tired of men, on and on. I put a quote on one of my videos that I pulled offline. Said that a lot of men are preferring Asian women because they're sweeter, natural beauties, and kinder, loyal to their husbands, and still believe in respecting their men. And this writer said that there were studies conducted of American females that have dogs and pets, and when interviewed, the women said they would get rid of the boyfriend or man before they got rid of their dog. Go back to my video about Americans and their pet worship. It is true, folks. When a woman loves her dog more than a man, something is wrong. When I see women walking dogs, I don't even look at them. They're not interested in guys, most of the time. Just an observation I've noticed. Not all, but a lot. And I'm just getting more confirmation over and over that our society is so jacked, to use slang. And I'm watching this girl from Manila, such a contrast to all those I work with. She is sincere, she is nice. This girl has been molested by her stepfather, her cousins in the Philippines. She's even had American men take advantage of her. Ironically, she doesn't hold grudges. She's not playing victim. She's not male bashing and not on this drama campaign. She moves on. The Filipinos have an expression that goes like this: what to do? We adjust. We don't like what happens, but we adjust. One thing happens to a white woman, they're traumatized for life. And for the next 30 years, they will bitch about it till the cows come home. Just Pacific's observation. I'm finding a lot of men write me nice comments, and it's encouraging to notice they're not gay men. They're men just like me who love women, but we're tired of this stuff. I'd like to meet those men. I notice at work, a lot of the men are kinder to me than a lot of the women. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some women at work that I worked with when I worked here in the 90s that are nice, that like me, kind people. But I don't know, man. I'm just noticing a trend. Write me, viewers. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my new mic-less microphone. I'm so sick of this thing. This is so doofy looking, and it's out of here. Okay, on to the next video. We got some news to deal with. This is Pacific signing off. And yes, a lot of American women are monsters, You can take it to the bank. Bye-bye.